So when we are understanding the tools which will help us to understand classification, we have a concept of biosphere reserves, okay, where we keep the life, either plant or animal, in a legally imposed area. So we divide the entire area into zones where we have access to certain part of the area and where you cannot enter certain part of the area, so that would intact be native and safe to the organisms kept in reserve. So this one is evolved from programs of UNESCO. Then what is biosphere? It says an area of life, biosphere. Biosphere reserve is a specified area in which multiple use of vegetation is permitted by dividing the area into zones such as core zone, buffer zone, manipulation zone. You can remember them from inside out. The most inside one will be core zone, and immediately outside the core zone will be buffer zone, and outside the buffer zone will be manipulation zone. So I am going to show you a picture of the biosphere reserve, how it is planned and maintained. So if you see, this is the zonation patterns of biosphere reserve. As you can see, this is man and biosphere program. You can see here it shows typically man, M, and biosphere. So we are going to see the divisions into core area, buffer zone, and outer transition area. This is only listed as manipulation area in the previous slide, most outer zone. So now if you see, the dark green color shows core area. So because we are speaking about vegetation here, we call it as core area. It is given in green. Then you can see the next one is buffer. Buffer means only permitted people can enter and permitted manipulation is entertained. So here the next one is buffer zone, and the transition area. If you can see, these red color ones are human settlements. That means we have people living in manipulation zone. Then we have R in a box showing research station. So this is very close to core zone, but definitely not in manipulation zone. Here we understand research station means it can be making of hybrids, it can be understanding the vegetation, it can be understanding how better we can treat the diseases of vegetation in the core zone to get a better yield. This is all about the research about the vegetation in the core zone. And then monitoring. So it is again in the core zone if you see. So that nobody would encroach the rules and disturb the decorum of the core zone in terms of quantity and quality. Then E and T are education, training and tourism. So I can see one education center and tourism in the buffer zone, and training in buffer zone, and whereas tourism is in manipulation zone, recreation. You can also go and you have to be abide by the rules of visiting that. You can visit and come without disturbing the zonation pattern and the rules imposed on biosphere. These are the zones of biosphere.